All right, let's kick it off with ReZero, starting in another world, the Frozen Bond OVA, which is an hour 15. It's probably going to end up being like an hour and a half, an hour 45 minutes, given how much talking I do. So I'll try to keep it to the point and not rant, but I'm not going to not talk about stuff because that would not be cool. All right, let's get started. You know it's serious when they give you one of those logos. There's some serious funding behind this. I'm sorry, but that is like simping 101. Your only reason of existence is to serve her. That sounds like a restraining order. Wait, isn't that the definition of stalking? This is not healthy. Like, when you really think about it, that is the definition of stalking. Wait, did I just see a little knife? Oh man, you went out into the wilderness and that's what you brought? I don't want to be that guy, but what the fuck were you thinking? Jesus, that Yeti's bloody doing ab day every day. What are you wearing in the snow? She's such a slub. Are you serious? Ooh, right in the eyes. I love that. She pulled a Vegeta. I love that. That's like one of my favorite scenes. Raccoon grabs Vegeta. It's like, hello, and Vegeta's like, fuck you in the eyes. That's just what she did. I love it. Wait, did that actually work? Oh, she actually hit it. Oh, shit. Wow, she really injured it. Oh, shit. I was gonna say her spells felt a little bit weak. But no, they actually expand. That's... Wait, weren't you on the ground a moment ago? Oh, shit. Did you misfire? Really? But she just saved you. Okay, I'm sorry, but even if you think someone's bad, if they've just saved your life from something... I mean, if they wanted you dead, you'd be dead. So... I mean, I can understand the little girl, but the grown-ups? She just saved you. And you're pointing the little knife at her. What the fuck you could... Like, whatever. That was just Darwinism. Ouch. Ouch. She goes out of her way to help people and they just scream at her. Ouch. That's just ouch. You know what I like? I think his name's Paku. What I really like about the little guy is he's actually wingmanging for Subaru so hard. Even in the first time they met, he was wingmanging so hard. And in the second, like the first time he died and he came back, Puck was just so cool with him. And it was like, oh yeah, you're cool. And in this situation, he's like, oh, you must have had a horrible first date. And what that is actually going to do in her mind, she's going to think, no, of course not. And then the realization in her own mind is, I actually had a good time with him. So he's actually subconsciously convincing her that she had a great time with him on a date. He's playing the bro game. He is playing the bro game. I don't know if you guys realize that, but he's being such a bro right now. He is being such a bro. Wait, are these people? Or do people just make sculptures? Are these people literally petrified and turned into ice and snow sculptures? Or is someone just going out there and making these sculptures for shits and giggles? The frozen bond. I get the feeling that they're actual people. Don't tell me, by the way, please. Don't tell me. I'm just thinking out loud. Damn, this place is like Siberia. Snow everywhere. But the question is, why a question only Emilia seems to ever ask? Because it seems that most people are too either interested in what they're doing or they're too concerned with themselves to ever think about others. Whereas Emilia, even though she's being prejudiced against, she's always thinking about other people, even if the other people are being dicks to her. I mean, her whole thing about becoming queen and ruler is to help other people. It has nothing to do with her own self-interest. She's actually putting herself through a lot of shit for the benefit of other people and not herself. I still don't fully understand why. She seems like to have this chip on her shoulder about helping other people, even if they're being dicks to her. It's kind of really... She's like fucking Naruto or some shit. You know, without the ego of becoming Hokage. And the hard-on for Sasuke. By the way, I haven't finished Shippuden, so no spoilers. I will slap you if you try spoil it. That is so cruel. Oh, is this where she find... Oh, fuck. The frozen bond. Puck. He uses ice magic. This is where she meets Puck. This is going to be good. I like it. 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 That's going to answer my question of how the fuck did she get someone like Puck. I like it. This is probably the home of that old family or something. Puck uses fire magic. Damn it, you just ruined it for me. That's like the polar opposite of what I said. Well, she does live in a tree, so she is kind of a fairy. I mean, elf. Fairies, elves. Seriously, what the fuck? She's slow as fuck. She just walks outside in the snow. Icy cold water to wash her face. She's like the most slub person in this series. Okay, these are definitely people. But why are they all ice sculptures and she's still around? What's the go with that? What? Seriously? What? So she's out of nuts. She's mining crystals and going to a store? Oh no, don't be mean, kids. Be nice. Be nice. Come on, be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Ah, fuck it. Yeah, this is cruel. Oh, fuck off. So let me get this straight. She saves passers-by, and instead of these people being thankful to her and spreading news that she's not an evil witch looking to eat them, they are still afraid of her. Even though she's done absolutely nothing to antagonize them and has gone out of her way to help people whenever she can. People can be dicks. Racism in a nutshell. People are dicks. I'm sorry, but I can't exactly feel bad for this village if they end up dying, considering the strength of their character. Alright, you're a capitalist. Don't be an asshole. And if you say something along the lines of the price for you is this, because you're this, I swear to God. That is depressing. I have no idea how... I mean... Wow. Even after all that, she still tries to help people. Any other character would have just joined the Akatsuki. Being called the Witch of Envy is depressing. What I really like about this scene is that in Japan, if you use a person's first name, it goes to show that you have a pretty close bond. Like friends or beyond friends. So you're not just acquaintances, you're like friends. And considering how powerful he is, I'm actually pretty happy that a spirit like him acknowledges her. Because the rest of the people are assholes. He's just being dramatic. Poor thing. It bloody is Siberia. She's eating goulash. So how does she meet Roswell? Or Roswell? Well, when you're in the middle of nowhere like that, soup is like the best thing you can make because you can virtually put anything in it. That's what it is. You literally put in whatever you have, vegetables, pieces of leftover meat, and it's good because if you have meat that's around bones and things like that, when it's cooked, the meat will naturally fall off, so you're not really wasting anything. That's the whole point of the dish. Nothing is wasted, especially in a place like this during winter when food is scarce. On top of that, being a soup makes it all warm, which is really good when it's cold because you want to eat warm things. Oh my god, he's teaching her economics. Aw, he went without saying goodbye. That is so depressing. You know what's really scary? When someone's isolated for so long, and this happens to some people that are like hermits, their mind starts hallucinating or even potentially splitting. So they start having conversations with themselves, or they start creating personalities within their own minds so they can have conversations. Extreme isolation is very unhealthy for the human mind. It starts doing anything to stimulate that social interaction. It's pretty damn fucking scary. Like, that's what happens when you can't keep your mind busy. It's easier for people nowadays, like, if you're at home with access to the internet. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you're in the middle of nowhere with no external stimulation whatsoever. No books, no conversations, nothing. Your mind starts going insane. It's like a form of sensory deprivation, but it's social deprivation. It's a really scary thing. We're social animals, like it or not. And she's virtually on the danger of that, which is why she's looking forward to any human interaction she can have. But people start running away. That would be soul crushing. On top of that, she's really happy that she's had an extra line of dialogue with the store merchant, even if it was him asking her if she wants a new pair of shoes. How fucking depressing is that? That is so fucked. Meanwhile, she just tries to be a nice person. What the hell? I mean, at this point, I would have burnt the village to the ground. Hmm? To watch her. Wait a minute. I want to read that. To watch over her from afar is the compromise between your existence and your wish. I thought this was about Subaru. Now I'm starting to think it might be about Puck. And that really goes to show why Puck was so cool with Subaru. I mean, Subaru's an idiot, but he's an honest idiot who likes her. Idiocy aside, that's better than what she's currently going through. And as long as he's genuine, gives a fuck if he's an idiot. It's better than nothing, to be honest. And Puck can always kill him if he wants to, you know what I mean? Oh, god damn it. Loneliness is a bitch. Hmm? Hmm? Something's gonna happen. It always does at this point. Oh no, thieves. Oh no. Maybe not. Maybe yes. Oh god, they definitely are. Ah, fuck. I'd be lying if I said that this wasn't semi-realistic. Because in a lot of regions of the world, particularly the third world, a lot of people go to villages and, believe it or not, a lot of parents practically sell off their children if they're considered attractive enough to get money. If you want to know something really sad, if you think a lot of the people working in the red light districts of those areas in Southeast Asia are from the city, they're not. A lot of them are from the countryside. And they basically get shipped there by their parents so they can work the streets and send money back home. And what ends up happening, the people that they work for, they sort of have like this looming debt over them, which they keep charging exorbitant interest rates on. So say, for example, they're from a village and they give their parents $1,000. They give them more like $100, but say they give the parents $1,000, right? The parents take the money because they're severely poor, and the money is, it's going to look after them for God knows how long. So they end up getting their kids, basically into slavery, and then they get taken to the capital cities in the red light districts, and the only way they can work off that debt is effectively prostitution. And if they don't do it, what do you think happens, right? So they end up working as, prostitutes in red light districts, and a portion of that money gets sent home. And the rest of that gets to, pay off that debt. But the people that issued this debt charge an exorbitant rate, like 20, 30, 40%, right? And they're paying off the local police, so nothing's going to happen. So you've effectively got these young kids, and I'm talking young, I'm talking like 14, right? 14 onwards. It is sex trafficking. And they're literally working in red light districts, paying off a debt for like 10, 20 years. Mind you, they're not educated, so they don't even know how this works. Yeah. You think that doesn't happen? Why, you thought the red light districts in Southeast Asia were just because people would rather work in the sex industry instead of working due to lack of opportunities? It's less about that, and it's more about literal exploitation. Yeah, think about that next time someone tells you they've gone for a, sex tourism in some third world country. Yeah, you want dark? This shit still happens. Oh, they're scared of the ears, right. Keep your mouth shut. Just let them run away. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh god, a collector's item for the perverted and the rich. Oh, look at that. I have a sex slave that looks like the Witch of Envy. God, why didn't I think of that first? Humans are really fucking depraved. Just saying, humans are pretty fucked up. Why do you think people back in the olden days, when a city would get sieged, would commit suicide? Mothers would literally kill their children and then kill themselves. Why? If they didn't, what do you think happened to them? This is getting very dark very quickly. Please shoot them. Please kill them. No, don't run towards them! What the fuck? Just let them die. Fuck them. Just let them die. Fuck them. They had it coming. I don't give a shit about these assholes. Good. Bury them in snow. Ooh, right in the spot. What? Oh, god damn it! Puck? Oh, it's Puck. Wait, what? Did she enchant it with ice or something? Did she do that or did Puck do that? That seems a little OP to be coming from her. Wait, it's sucking up his blood? What in the fuck? But she didn't even cause the injury. Why is all the blood turning to crystals? Is her presence doing that? Does she have some sort of aura? What's going on? Wait, you were just watching? I say we turn them into goulash. It might also have something to do with the fact that they want her as a vessel for the witch. Is it possible that the witch, I don't know, somehow did something to her mother, which means she was born with this gift so that she could handle the witch's soul? I don't know, I'm just thinking outside the box here. Because I don't think just any human can handle the witch's soul. It's probably very powerful considering how many souls she's absorbed. So she needs an exceptionally strong vessel. Which is probably why Emilia was created the way she is. Which is why she has so much magical potential. She's probably artificially created or something. Or at the very least powered up as a child. Question is, what the fuck is Puck and where does he come from? Wait a minute, but you are forbidden. Hang on. But you are forbidden to excessively interfere with her life. Something is going on here. So his wish is to help her, but he can't excessively interfere. What the fuck is going on here? Something's up. There is something going on here. They're probably fine. See, she wakes up after literally almost dying, and the first concern of hers is, how is the village? Life is simply unfair. Oh, you told them where she is. She's not gonna kill you, you dumbass. Just give her another pair of shoes. Uh... You're not exactly helping the situation here, Emilia. Now the entire village thinks that she killed them. Wow. Emilia's almost like a kind of gorgon, turning people to ice statues. But in Emilia's case, the ice is draining out blood that kills them inside out. But holy shit, she looked beautiful there. I mean, in a terrifying way, sure. I still feel bad for her. She probably did it to keep additional people out because she didn't want anyone getting attacked by the monster. But at the same time, she shot herself in the foot because now everyone's afraid of her. And she's literally the farthest thing from someone that wants to hurt people. And this idiot's gonna go right back in the forest. Oh, God. No, that's too quick. God damn it. Are you not afraid of me? And he's just like, nah, you don't seem that bad. Meanwhile, Puck's like a fucking demon from the 7th layer of hell. I mean, at this point. Though I do appreciate the fact that, you know, he's not being an asshole to Emilia. Ah, they are people. Hmm? That basically means that he won't be around. Yet another person that leaves. God fucking damn it, this is so depressing. Oh, God. Uh, the plot thickens. Hmm? Is that your mother? What the hell is this repressed memory? Seriously? You're all a bunch of dicks. It's definitely repressed. It's something traumatic. It's why she's struggling to remember. Her mind has just blocked it off because it would destabilize her. Above all else, the human mind will do anything to maintain stability, even if it's locking away memories. Wait, that looks like a No, that's a... Not a Cerberus, but that chimera sort of thing? What is this, a Pokemon battle? Oh, fuck, it's Nightmare. Just freeze it and run. Don't melt it. If it melts, you're fucked. Don't let it melt. Well, GG. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is gonna sound weird, and I'm probably wrong because I mostly identify the voices of English VAs, but this sounds like one of the Pillar Men. Wait, I also think this person voiced. If you go to Tokyo Disneyland, the Tower of Terror, I think the little statue was voiced by this person. It sounds so similar. I should get Hutchon to listen to this. I think this is the person that voiced that statue. What the F? It's like a horse mortress. It's like a Rapidash on crack. You know what's pretty funny? Arcanine was supposed to be a legendary Pokemon, but they scrapped the idea of having Arcanine as a legendary Pokemon and instead went with the three legendary birds. So if you watch one of the first Pokemon episodes when he first goes to the Pokemon Center, there's like that little, I don't think it's a painting, but it's like a little square thing, and it has the legendary birds, and the fourth thing is an Arcanine. But the Arcanine was never considered a legendary Pokemon when it came to the games and stuff, so they scrapped that idea after the episode. But the funny thing is, in the original games, Arcanine was like virtually a legendary Pokemon because it was so fucking powerful. So it might as well be. But I think they went back to the idea with the three legendary dogs in the next series of games. Because they were like, oh, it's a good idea. Let's make three instead. Yes, in a way, Medusa was the daughter of a sea deity and devout priestess of Athena's temple. Her beauty was known across the land, that people say her beauty surpassed Athena herself, and this caught the eye of Poseidon. The sea god's advances were turned down modestly by Medusa, but impatience has ruled over Poseidon that he forced himself on her in front of Athena's altar. Since Athena could do nothing to Poseidon, she pointed her attention to Medusa and turned her into a Gorgon. Athena's a bitch. What's my favorite Pokemon? That's an excellent question. It's changed over the years. Well, not much. This is a prequel. Oh, no! No, it's not the horse thing. It's something else. Don't lure her somewhere bad. Oh, fuck, that's a Black Lake! Jesus Christ! Do you two... This is not mediation, this is extermination. Oh, crap. He's keeping him busy. Seriously? This is how you deal with the situation? Don't you think this is a little bit extreme? What an asshole. Did you just go Super Saiyan? Oh, son of a whore! Seriously? Wow! Really? 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 You're a dick. What? Really? He's practically Ragnaros at this point. Says the guy in hell. What I find really interesting, and I'm sorry to pause, I didn't want to, but I want to say this context before they start destroying the rest of the forest. all those little spirits, they're probably forest spirits because in Japanese myth and folklore, just about anything can have spirits. The trees, the rivers, the waterfalls, the air, things like that. So all those forest spirits decided to help her. And now by destroying the forest, not only killing the animals, but destroying the trees and all other life forms is, in a sense, destroying more forest spirits. So that's effectively what's happening. Even the destruction of the forest is just that. Which is why moments like, say, for example, Goku getting a spirit bomb and getting energy from the earth and the land and the animals is so symbolic, because he's effectively asking all these different life forms across the galaxy to give their life force to fight something, and they give it willingly. That's the whole thing behind it. By the way, this fire guy is a piece of shit. Here's the real question. Did mommy have sex with a demon? Or did daddy have sex with a demon? Come on. Who had the balls to have sex with a demon? Or was it the other way around? That is the real question. Says the guy destroying the forest. Really? Whose fucking judgment? You just got death beamed. What is Puck? Oh, son of a... Fuck you, Freeze. It's called collateral damage. Oh no! The last time a little fluffy cat formed the contract, it ended the world! Seriously? She's becoming a magical miracle girl? Are you fucking joking? This is why I'm a dog person. Every time I hang out with a cat, it tries to take my soul. What? What the fuck? So, the fucking burning Rapidash can destroy the forest, kill all the forest spirits, create a black ooze that threatens to consume the world, but it cannot interrupt the conversation. Are you joking? Are you joking? What is this shit? What, forming a contract is a free action? What? Gotta play by the rules. Who the fuck designed these rules? I have to read one of the earlier comments about Thingo because, like, what the fuck? In Shintoism, almost every deity in Japan were originally born from Izanagi and Izanami. But if we're tracing the origins of Japanese lore, every god began, including Izanagi and Izanami, with I'm gonna struggle with this. Amatsukami, the primordial beginning in Shintoism. If that flaming horsey is somehow a god of sort, I wanna pile driver the holy hell out of him. The horse sounds like the metaphor with Kamen Rider transforms. Mediator Mela Quera is such a mood. Mediator Mela Quera doesn't actually mediate. It's false advertisement. There is no mediation. Why does there have to be romance? I'm sorry, but I get the sneaking suspicion that Puck is actually Subaru, who ended up, like, interfering with her life too much, and then he turned into Puck and lost all his memories. We're gonna get some time looping bullshittery at some point in the series, I get the feeling. We already have returning back from the dead while retaining your memories, so having a multiverse isn't far-fetched. Because, I mean, he's fucking returning back to life and keeping memories. Clearly, time humping isn't out of the question. We're gonna get some Angel Beats bullshit by the end of this. A person who attempts to make people involved in a conflict come to an agreement, a go-between. I'm sorry, this burning horse seems to be creating the things. Oh man, the simp is strong with this one. So what happened to the free action? That's a big kitty cat. You're stubborn as fuck. Just who the fuck are you mediating for? But he's gonna lose his memories. Wow, the simping is strong with this one. You've just been father zoned. Not even brother zoned, father zoned. Wait, but aren't you going to lose all the memories? Huh? Wait, were you responsible for the freezing? Oh my god, she's doing the Sloth squat. Wow, Jesus, the simping. Seriously? Everyone in this anime is damaged goods. Find me a person in this anime that isn't damaged goods. I'm sorry. Why is it feeling like you guys just started dating or something? Are you that? I mean, I'm so. What the fuck? They are so. Like, what? Look at that smile! Jesus. That is not simping, though? What? That's pretty simpy. That is pretty simpy. Your sole reason for existing being to give the girl happiness. It's a bit simpy. It's definitely simpy. Is it simping if all of his feelings for her are parental? I don't understand enough about human psychology to understand the parental aspect, but I do know that the human brain does change when someone has a child, and there's something in there that clicks and effectively reprograms how they think, and their prioritizing goes from self-preservation to the preservation of their offspring, which is why parents are so irrational when their children are in danger. Subaru is the most over busted good in the anime and more like over-recycled good. What do you make Subaru simping to Emilia? I think Subaru has one-itis. I legitimately think that he has one-itis. I think he likes the girl, but he's so overpowered by the raw emotion of liking her that logic has left the building. He's so tunnel visioned towards Emilia that it's just completely out of control. Like, she's a good kid, don't get me wrong. But the amount of emotion that he was feeling for her within one day of meeting her is a little bit, insane. Is logic even a thing in anime? Have you seen Death Note? That stuff is like a battle of logic. Like that tennis match in Death Note was logic on cocaine. Go watch Death Note. It's just rationale everywhere. Code Geass? Code Geass is a little bit... it does have a lot of rationale, but then at the same time, it takes a lot of creative liberties. Because people do have power. I'm going to try to go through some of the comments that I've missed and read them out. Because I do like reading everyone's comments. Someone said something about the mediator. Well, if every human on Earth had to give up 1 year of their life to give a person the power to stop a meteor from hitting the Earth, would it be a sacrifice of mutual interest? Well, if it's stopping everyone from dying, you would think so. It's either sacrifice a year of your life to live or die. When you put it that way, it's a pretty rational choice, isn't it? Emilia's almost like okay, we already read that, and that's as far as the comments go. There are no logic within the realm of isekai. Isekai is stuck in a game world, right? And now, you bring it back to that. This is a game world. I keep forgetting that the underlying premise of this anime is that a boy went to the convenience store and then ended up in a game world. If this anime was just about a random guy in this world who has this power. But this anime is about a guy that went to a store and then woke up in this world. Which adds this whole layer to it. Which makes me go, okay, even if I understand what is going on in this world, I don't actually know what's going on in the real world. Doesn't have to be a game world. Killing people just by writing people's names in a notebook. It is so beyond logical. Okay. The good thing about Death Note isn't that it's about someone that can, kill people by writing their name in the book. It keeps a lot of the real world the same, but it has introduced a foreign concept to it, which makes it so relatable. It's not like a wish fulfillment thing where a guy suddenly gets adopted by a family and he has, 3 attractive sisters that all want his penis. It is about a kid that gets a notebook, which is pretty unbelievable, and he writes a name in it and they die. And the kid actually questions it and thinks that it's bullshit, so he writes a random criminal's name in the notebook and they end up dying. Imagine if that happened to you. The question of what would you do with this ability comes up. That's the cool thing about Death Note. Everything else is kept the same, but this strange otherworldly power is introduced. Whereas other anime have this completely different world with a completely different set of rules and creative liberties. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy that as well, depending on how well it's written. But I do occasionally like things which are based in our reality with a weird spin on it. Like, say, for example, you had this spin that Subaru has, but in this world. If you die, you basically, respawn with your memories intact. Almost like Final Destination without death hunting you. It would be a cool concept, depending on how it's executed. This is just an anime version of it. But it seems to be a different world, so it's a bit, Killing people just by writing da-da-da. So, Kuma, do you believe Emilia is so overly kind because she has pretty much no self-worth or confidence? I don't think it's the self-worth component. I think it's the longing to connect with people. And she's trying so desperately to connect to anybody that she's overcorrecting by effectively being willing to sacrifice herself for others because she's so desperate to connect to them. I don't think that she believes that she's not worth anything. I believe that her priority is more so connecting to another person so badly that she doesn't care if she gets hurt in the process. She's so desperate for that connection. That's what I believe. By all means, I'm probably wrong, but that's just what I believe. Isekai is not just about being stuck in a game world, it's also about the premise of being reincarnated in another world. Okay. Cool. Doesn't have to be gaming world, can be any other world. Makes sense. So by the way, opinion on the movie and Emilia as a whole. Let's see if there's any scene after this. Let's see the whole scene before we start discussing that. Now we're back into present day, I guess. Was he cleaning them? Hey, Marilyn. He doesn't realize what he's just done. Oh, just shut up, Subaru! He's lying on an invisible hammock, isn't he? Bastard. He must have rolled a 12 on the good luck die. Motherfucker. 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 He doesn't even realize what he said, the motherfucker. He doesn't even realize what he did. He got so lucky with that. I wonder if Rem and Ram knows what he did, because they kind of had that smirk. Oh, you fucking idiot. The fact that he's an idiot actually works in his favor, because he's doing something sweet without realizing it. Yeah, that's the movie. What do you mean? That's an hour-long movie, guys. That's an hour and 15 minutes. What do you mean is that it? That's 75 minutes. That's like 2 episodes back to back, plus a little extra. Imagine killing people just because of other people's opinion. I'm pretty sure humanity has done that for the past few centuries. For me, it's more like questioning the idea of killing random people just because society views them to be evil and blind to seeing the good in people. Doesn't society do that all the time? I can understand both sides of the coin. I can understand people being afraid and their fear and emotion and survival instinct overriding their logic. I get that. Can I get the image of her smiling? Can I just do that? That would be like fan service. Me doing fan service. But at the same time, if you're irrationally, well, it's not irrationally. If you're afraid, fair enough. But if someone does something for you, like saving your life, and then you continue to be afraid, and say, for example, you get away because of this person, and you continue to be terrified of them, there's a little bit of that. Aren't you self-conscious enough to be able to question your fear? Because humans possess that ability. If you're not able to question your fear and kind of, you know what I mean, challenge it, after, say, someone bails you out from being eaten alive by a giant yeti with an 8-pack, you know what I mean? It's, you know, I can understand both sides of the coin, but humans are dicks. I don't entirely blame them, but I do sort of blame them after a certain point. Because very few of them are doubting or questioning. They're afraid of something, but they don't understand it. Which in itself is scary, but then they're just self-perpetuating their fear and ignoring everything else. It's like an echo chamber of post-rational actualization where they just keep finding reasons to be afraid and keep confirming their irrational fear and ignoring everything that challenges it. Even if the girl in the forest is literally just bringing gems to buy food and saving their lives every time they get attacked in the forest. There we go. The fan service. No, god damn it, girl. Go back for the fan service while we do the discussion. That's my thoughts on it. I legitimately believe that people have potential, but people have potential to go either way. It's not the potential that matters, but rather the choices that people make. If I'm going to bring that discussion back to, and the best sort of example that I can use is thinking of creation and the whole Judeo-Christian, genesis of things, where humans are created with the potential to go either way and having freedom and decision-making capabilities. And just because you have the potential to do something bad doesn't necessarily mean you're going to do something bad. By the same token, just because you have the potential to do something good doesn't mean you're going to do something good. What really matters is what you do. Because we are the byproduct of our actions. If you keep doing bad things, it's easier to do bad things. If you keep doing good things, it's easier to do good things. If you keep thinking bad things, you're naturally going to condition yourself to think the bad, and then eventually you'll act the bad. If you keep thinking good things, you'll keep conditioning yourself to do good things, which in turn, becomes a self-perpetuating cycle because we're creatures of habit. Now, yes, you might have some tendencies because, you were raised in a certain environment. Like, say you brought up in okay, this is a great example. Say you brought up in a home with racists, right? Your mother, your father, your siblings, and your entire community are a bunch of racists. You're raised in a neighborhood of people from, the same background as you. You all speak the same language. You're all members of the same religion. You're all, whatever the fuck. And you grow up. And naturally, you grow up believing the same thing. Now you get out of your little bubble, your little town, your little family unit, and you go to, say, university, or you start working in another city, and you're surrounded by people from different cultures, different belief systems, different languages, different appearances, all that different shit, right? At the beginning, you're going to be intimidated, you're going to be afraid, you're going to keep you to yourself, and you're going to be, suspecting what are these people up to? Because up until that point, you've been taught to hate and fear and all these other things. I don't blame you for it. I don't, because you've been conditioned up until that point, and that is your reality. But after a while, you're working with, you're living with, you're eating with, you're talking to these people from different places, and they're treating you no differently. You know, they're treating you like a friend. They're treating you with respect. They're treating you no differently, right? They're doing acts of kindness. They're helping you, right? Eventually, that's going to chip away at your preconceived notion that these people are bad. Now, then the idea is going to come in your mind, and you're going to start doubting what you believe, because your previous belief is going to be challenged. Then you're going to eventually come to that crossroad where you start having to decide in your own mind what you believe. Because you'll start doubting things on both sides. You'll start doubting that these people are being genuinely nice and secretly they're trying to, fuck you over or something. Or you're going to start doubting that your family and your parents and everyone from your, society and your upbringing were wrong. From that point onwards, that's when I start judging the person's actions. Because if at that point, when you've come to that realization, you start, or, you continue being an asshole and, you treat people like shit and you're violent and you're discriminatory and all that sort of stuff, you've done that consciously. You've had the opportunity and you've made the decision to do that. See what I mean? It's a thing. It's not black and white. At a certain point, there's a tipping point. And after that tipping point, you are in charge of your own destiny. At the beginning, you're not, but later on, you are. And that's the unique thing about humans. We have that ability. What really gets me is, why the fuck does she never, and I mean absolutely never, have a thought of, one, self-preservation over trying to protect others, even if they're trying to hurt her, or two, wanting to get even with someone. That's the thing. It's almost like because humans have both good and bad. There's no human that doesn't think bad things. All humans think bad things time to time. It's completely natural. But she never has that thought. Maybe it's not shown, but she doesn't have them. Why? Why doesn't she have those impulses? Why doesn't she have those temptations to do the wrong thing? Why doesn't she have that temptation to just, fire a piece of magic and take out the guy saying he wants to put her in the cage and sell her as a slave to some rich guy? You know what I mean? Like, why? I don't know. I don't have anything negative to think about her as a character or as a person, but I'm genuinely curious why she is the way that she is. And the fact that she's a vessel for the witch is the thing that really piques my interest. That's the thing that really piques my interest. She's in the image of the witch, and she's a vessel for the witch, which makes me question, what is her origin? Is she someone that was artificially created? Was she someone that was in some way modified? There's all these circumstances surrounding her, which makes me question what is going on. And it probably explains why her natural response is, on this very extreme light side of the spectrum, and everyone's fearing this very extreme other side of the spectrum. Now, throwing things on the wall, one could be, the universe itself is creating balance. You've got this very dark, very evil witch. The universe, in some fucking way, yin and yang, creates the polar opposite being Emilia. Or maybe the witch herself ended up splitting into two in order to remove whatever weakness she had, her light side or whatever the fuck. She removed that essence and discarded it somewhere, and all that was left was the dark, evil essence that made her the witch, and that light essence somehow did something and ended up either becoming a girl or going into some girl's womb or something. You know what I mean, right? So there's all these little things. I don't know. At this point, there's no way I'm going to figure it out. It's just all these ideas that keep popping into my head. Questions just keep popping into my head every time I'm watching something like this. Who the fuck is Puck, and why is he so interested in protecting her? What makes her so special over everyone else? Oh, she's got potential. How would you know that? Are you able to sense her spirit or something? If so, what the fuck? The other thing is her parents. Okay, what the hell is going on there? Okay, why the fuck was she frozen? Okay, why the fuck were you looking for her? You know, all these things just keep coming up. It's interesting to say the least, but something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting, to say the least. Emilia's situation reminds me of Saint Seiya, where the person chosen to be the body of Hades is the purest person of all time. It's, yeah. Like Buck said, her kindness can be a disease sometimes. Well, she doesn't have that self-preservation instinct. She's more concerned about other people, which can get her killed. I mean, he's not wrong. But it's also probably why he likes her so much, because she's so pure. She's too good for her own good, sort of thing, you know? But at the same time, that's what makes her her. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Balance in all things is important, but I don't know. It's an interesting show. Okay, guys, we're going to take a break and we're going to jump into Full Metal Alchemist. Don't worry, you'll be questioning even more stuff and discussing once we get to season 2. Oh, I don't fucking doubt it. In the anime Jigoku Shoujo, you send people you hate to hell by typing their name in a site. When your vengeance was completed, the person who seeks revenge will go to hell when they die. Are we talking about Hellgirl? Because that sounds like Hellgirl. By the way, I watched the first season of Hellgirl. That shit will fuck you up. That anime will fuck you up. Hellgirl, yeah. Yeah, I watched the first season of that. The little dog episode fucked me up. Though, to be fair, and as a dog owner, and my best friend growing up was a dog, I learnt to walk playing with my neighbor's dog in the yard. You guys know the stories of that. I've told the different stories so many times. And I can tell you this for a fact. If someone did that to that dog or Cheeky or something like that, I wouldn't need to rely on a demon girl to get justice. And quite frankly, I would not give a fuck. If I get sent to hell for it, I do not give a shit. I do not give a shit. And I can assure you that their death would be very slow and very painful. But that little dog episode really oh my god, do not even, oh man. Oh god, that anime is not, for, yeah, you're warned. That's one of those animes that I would say watch out. You will feel things. Okay, guys, quick 5-minute break and we jump into Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. God, why do I have to remember that episode of Hellgirl? It hurts me. Yeah, I watched Hellgirl and I don't know what season, but it was some family, and that one fucked me up so badly, made me see family much more precious at the time. I like these type of anime because they put certain things in perspective, and you don't really know the value of something until you lose it. And that's a very unfortunate thing in life. We don't know how much something means to us until we lose it. But at the same time, it fucking hurts to watch some of these. And then some people are like, oh, it's just a dog. And I'm just like, I want to throw you in a fucking blender. Have I seen season 2? I have not. I've seen season 1. I haven't watched beyond that. I remember I watched dub of season 1 and then I was looking for dub of season 2 and I couldn't find it. So I ended up shelving it. So that's how I know I didn't get to season 2. But look, if that's something we want to watch, fucking vote for it. You know what I mean? Fucking vote for it when we have the opportunity, because it's a really good anime and there's going to be some very interesting discussions to come out of that. Like very interesting discussions, but I will warn you, if you do watch that, be ready to experience some things that you might not have experienced before. And the world can be a very cruel place. Okay, quick 5-minute break, and then we're jumping into Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. This took about 2 hours, but it was a good 2 hours. As always, we had discussions and little pauses and little things. I thoroughly enjoyed it for multiple reasons, but I did not expect that the movie from ReZero to just be a fucking depression simulator because this sucked so much watching it. It is so sad. As someone that grew up very lonely after I moved to Australia for multiple reasons, ouch. I can relate to some sense how she felt. But at the same time, I'm thoroughly shocked that she didn't, develop the more darker side of herself during that time. That's all I can say. Because at a certain point of that, you start discovering, it's, yeah, you can only torture someone so much before they change. That's the thing. You can put someone through very bad situations, but at a certain point, something is going to change. That innocent spark, it gets corrupted, and let's just leave it at that. Quick 5-minute break. I'm gonna need a coffee, and then we're jumping into Full Metal Alchemist. Quick little break.
Hey, did I hand you a shrinking potion by accident? I could have sworn that was the gender swapping one.
Don't be hating. She's fun size, that's all. She doesn't even have to get on her knees to blow.
You want to add anything to that conversation?
Nope, I'm good. In fact, I think your new size makes you an even more formidable and stealthy ninja.